Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, my name's Heather. Chances are, if you clicked on this video, you are a book lover as well. So I wanted to share with you a Disney book haul that I have. Some of them are on my Kindle Fire, and then the rest of them will be physical books. And I wanted to talk about the ones on my Kindle Fire. First, I have an audiobook, and then I have a few that are just e-readers. So let's get started with the very first one I want to mention is a Disney Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell, and it is A Whole New World. This was actually gifted to me from Nicole over at Irresistible Magic. She shared this book with me. She had a credit, I think, or she was able to share one. And anyway, regardless, she sent this to me, and I'm not quite finished with it. I'm almost halfway finished. So I don't really have a good opinion on it yet, but yeah, I'm having a hard time with the Twisted Tales because I'm so used to the normal telling of these stories that the retellings and the Twisted Tales are very, very hard for me. But nevertheless, I'm giving them a chance. So the very first one is A Whole New World. The next one I'm going to share with you is Fairest of All. Sorry, get the glare off. And this is, I want to say, the very first book in the sisters, the three sisters tales. I forget exactly how those are written. I personally have only read A Beast Within or The Beast Within, and I did enjoy it. So I really wanted to read these. I was gifted recently the Mother Gothel one, so I'm really interested in finishing kind of that whole series. There's a few that I really don't care about, but nevertheless, I will go ahead and try to read the ones that I do have. I just think it's pretty cool how some of the characters intertwine in the story. So that I really liked. Again, I have not read this one yet. My to-read list is forever growing, and it's kind of out of control. So I really need to sit down and read the things that I have before I purchase more books. And we all know I'm lying about that. So I will get to them at some point, but I really, really do want to read all of those. The last book on my Kindle is Conceal, Don't Feel. What if Anna and Elsa never knew each other? And like I said, this is a Twisted Tale as well. I really am enjoying this. It's kind of predictable, but I really do like it. This is actually the current book of the month to read from the Disney Sisters, Abby's book club, Tale as Old as Time. So if you want to get in on that, you still have time. It's not time to discuss the book yet. You've got plenty of time to read it. It is a very quick read. I still have some more reading to do, so I'll make it right on time. But I'm super excited to finish it. And like I said, out of this one and the Aladdin and Jasmine one so far, I definitely would highly recommend this one over the Jasmine one. So the next book I actually do not have in my possession. It is actually at my mother's. It was delivered there by mistake. I had ordered a book off Target.com during the quarantine, and it was supposed to be sent to me so I could send it off to someone else in a book exchange. However, Target sent it to my mom's address, so I ordered another one, and my person has already got that months ago, but I still haven't picked the other book up for my mother's house. So I have a copy of Reflection, part of the whole Twisted Tales as well. So at some point I will get that book in my hands, and I actually might gift that away because Mulan is really not one of my favorite princesses. It's not one of my favorite stories. So more than likely I will end up gifting that to someone else because it's not something I would have purchased for myself. However, I do own it, so I thought I would share that with you guys. All right, now on to the books that we can take a look at. Okay, so the one I am most excited to read is this one. You guys know I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. This lovely shirt came via Rowan from the Disney Damsels, so if you happen to see this, thank you again for this shirt. But yes, I love all things Beauty and the Beast, so this is one that I actually do want to read. And the tag at the top, the teaser if you will, says, "What if Belle's mother cursed the Beast?" That line alone just really sucked me in. So I'm excited to read this. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I've had it on my shelf for over a month now, and I really need to get serious and read this book. So I am really happy to have this in my collection. Belle is a lot of things. Smart, resourceful, restless. She longs to escape her poor provincial town for good. She wants to explore the world, despite her father's reluctance to leave their little cottage in case Belle's mother returns, a mother she barely remembers. Belle also happens to be the captive of a terrifying angry beast, and that is her primary concern. But when Belle touches the beast's enchanted rose, intriguing images flood her mind. Images of the mother she believed she would never see again. Stranger still, she sees that her mother is none other than the beautiful enchantress who cursed the beast, his castle, and all its inhabitants. Shocked and confused, Belle and the beast must work together to unravel a dark mystery about their families that is 21 years in the making. Holy cow, the back of this book is so hard to read. Do you see this writing? It's like this very light aqua color, but it's almost got like these blurred edges to it, and I'm just struggling. So that was very difficult to read the back of it. But anyway, like I said, I'm super excited to read this one. So let's move on. The very next one is Mirror, Mirror, and it says, what if the evil queen poisoned the prince? Like, what? Instead of Snow White? All right, this one's a little blurry too, but we're gonna give it a go. Following her beloved mother's death, Snow White's kingdom falls into the hands of her stepmother, commonly referred to as the evil queen by those she rules. Snow keeps her head down at the castle, hoping to make the best of her situation. But when a plot to kill her goes awry, everything changes for Snow White. With the help of a group of wary dwarves, a kind prince she thought she'd never see again, and a mysterious figure in her past, Snow embarks on a quest to stop the evil queen and take back her kingdom. But can she stop an enemy who knows her every move and will do anything to hold on to power, including go after the ones Snow loves? For a Disney book, this sounds very, very twisty and very intense. I guess that's why they're called Twisted Tales, but I cannot wait to read this. I do love Snow White very much, and I can't wait to see what this book holds. The very last Twisted Tale I have to share with you is So This Is Love. I think the cover of this is my absolute favorite. Again, it is a twisted tale, and it says, what if Cinderella never tried on the glass slipper? So, out of all the Cinderella films, Cinderella 3 is my absolute favorite. Sorry, it's humid here. And so I absolutely loved that twisted tale in the film. And so I'm like, oh, I hope this is just as good. I know it's not the same retelling of that, but I hope this one is also good. So let's give it a go. So we have hot pink writing on black. This is gonna be fun, so bear with me. Cinderella's night at the ball is better than she imagined. She encounters wondrous, mysterious magic from another time. She escapes the tyranny of her stepmother, Lady Tremaine, for a few blissful hours, and she meets the charming stranger with whom she shares an instant connection. The next day, Cinderella learns that the Grand Duke is searching for a mysterious princess who left behind a glass slipper, and she dares to hope for a better future. That is until Lady Tremaine intervenes. Unable to prove that she is the missing princess and unable to bear life under Lady Tremaine any longer, Cinderella attempts a fresh start, looking for work at the palace as a seamstress. But when the Grand Duke appoints her to serve under the king's visiting sister, Cinderella becomes a witness to the grand conspiracy to take the king and the prince out of power, as well as a long-standing prejudice against fairies, including Cinderella's own fairy godmother. Faced with questions of love and loyalty to the kingdom, Cinderella must find a way to stop the villains of past and present before it is too late. So, I think this is going to be a lovely read as well. I just can't handle all of these little twists and turns that are in here. It's really hard, like I said, to step outside that and like imagine a different story being told, but I think it's a very nice concept. So hopefully they will live up to the hype. The very last Disney book I have to share with you gives me all of the fall and Halloween vibes. This was out last year and I didn't get it, but books through Target were buy two get one free, and then they are all 20% off the list price. If you saw one of those other books also had a 20% off of. I've been buying a lot of books at Target, like I seriously have problems. But because of that deal, buy two get one free, of course I had to step on it and get something that I really wanted to read. The very last title to share with you is Hocus Pocus, in the all new sequel. So I don't know much about it, but I really loved the cover of it, and it just gave me Halloween and fall vibes, and I thought it would make an absolutely wonderful decoration on a shelf for Halloween. So of course that matters too, and I wanted to get this book. So let me know if you guys have read this. Like I said, it's been out for a while. I think it was out last year, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it came out July of 2018, so it's been out for 2 years. I guess I did not have a clue, but I will read you the back of it and let you decide for yourself if you haven't seen it, if it's something that you would like to pick up. Shortly after moving from California to Salem, Massachusetts, Max Dennison finds himself in hot water when he accidentally releases a coven of witches, the Sanderson Sisters, from the afterlife. Max, his sister, and his new friends, human and otherwise, must find a way to stop the witches from carrying out their evil plan and remaining on Earth to torment Salem for all eternity. 25 years later, Max and Allison's 17-year-old daughter, Poppy, finds herself face to face with the Sanderson Sisters in all their sinister glory. When Halloween celebrations don't quite go as planned, it's a race against time as Poppy and her friends fight to save her family and all of Salem from the witches' latest vile scheme. So it's like a second generation it's a second generation story, which I thought was really, really nice. So I'm excited to read this. I'll probably save this for more close to Halloween time to enjoy then. It really doesn't have any illustrations in here, which I kind of wish it did. I think there's a few, maybe not. I thought I saw something. Oh, I did. If I can just find it again now, flipping through too fast. There we go. So it has very simplistic illustrations in it, nothing too bold, or there's no color in it whatsoever, but I think it's going to be such a fun read. If you like Hocus Pocus, I am sure that you would like this as well. And that is it for this Disney book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some inspiration to pick up. If you enjoy reading Disney books, if you've read any of these or all of these, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to have a conversation with you about these books.